The story opens by introducing Lena and Sergey. Lena is a highly competent and dedicated obstetrician and gynecologist managing the intense pressures of bringing new life into the world. Her husband, Sergey, is an actor working in a provincial theater company. On the surface, they are a successful, modern couple. However, a deep and unsettling quiet has settled over their household. Their physical intimacy has completely vanished, replaced by an awkward, unspoken distance. Neither partner is willing to break the silence to address the growing void between them. The story's catalyst occurs during a seemingly ordinary evening. Lena inadvertently sees a text message on Sergey's mobile phone that suggests he is having an affair with an actress from his theater troupe. This discovery shakes the foundation of her reality. However, rather than confronting Sergey with her discovery, Lena chooses to internalize her suspicions. Her pride, coupled with a deep fear of what a confrontation might confirm, causes her to suppress her anger. The seed of doubt quickly grows into a consuming paranoia. Unable to process her feelings of rejection and betrayal through dialogue, Lena channels her emotional turmoil into destructive actions. Driven by a complex mixture of jealousy, a loss of self-esteem, and a desperate desire to reclaim control, she begins to act out. Lena initiates a series of spontaneous, anonymous sexual encounters with strangers. These affairs are entirely devoid of romance. They are cold, calculated acts of rebellion. She uses these interactions not for pleasure, but as a psychological coping mechanism to prove her own desirability and to silently punish her husband as the narrative progresses. Lena's carefully separated lives begin to collide. The boundaries of her professional world blur as she engages in reckless behavior, eventually involving herself with individuals connected to her medical practice. The film presents a sharp, disturbing contrast between her professional role, a doctor who carefully nurtures life, and her personal actions, which are entirely self-destructive. The temporary power she feels during these anonymous encounters quickly fades, leaving her with an overwhelming sense of guilt and deeper emotional isolation. The narrative reaches its climax when the fragile structure of Lena's double life finally collapses, and her infidelity is exposed. The tragic irony of the story is brought to light during the couple's ultimate confrontation. The absolute certainty of Sergey's initial affair is suddenly cast into doubt. Lena is forced to face the terrifying possibility that her extreme retaliation was built on an assumption rather than a fact. The film concludes without offering a traditional, comfortable resolution. The couple is left to survey the irreparable damage inflicted upon their marriage. Fidelity ends on a somber and analytical note, illustrating that the physical betrayals were merely a symptom of the true tragedy, their profound inability to simply communicate with one another. This concludes the breakdown of Fidelity. The film stands as a stark reminder that in any relationship, the silence between two people can be far more destructive than the truth. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analyses of international cinema and psychological dramas.